Thank you for tuning in for the review of the best products available today. These models were chosen from a large variety of products based on their overall performance and review of thousands of consumers that have purchased them through countless hours of research, side-by-side comparisons. It's believed that the following products are indeed the best on the market today. Please take a moment to follow the product links listed below to each product for more information. Sit back and relax while you watch the best highly recommended products for this year.
This is a quick overview of the Serene Life compound bow. This model is the 15 ST, which comes with the kit. It's got your user manual. Right here you got your compound bow targets that you can use. Just remember, a lot of this is just to get started. So it's beginner equipment. So you got your quiver right here. I'll show you how to attach everything in a minute. These together make up your quiver. Right here, this is your stabilizer. Helps balance the bow. This piece right here is your arrow rest. It holds the arrow so that when you go to shoot, it should fly straight. This right here is your sight. You can adjust these little things right here so that you have more of a range on how far the shot needs to be. When you draw back on the bow, one of these, depending on the range that you want to shoot at. Comes with some screws and Allen wrenches. This right here is like a wrist strap. What it does is when you connect to the bow, you'll actually put your wrist through here and it holds the weight of the bow so that you don't have to use as many muscles in your arm to control it. The less muscles you're using while shooting the bow, the less chance of like sway and muscle fatigue. You get a bunch of extra strings they send you. 12 arrows. And there's also the bow itself. It comes with wax for the strings too whenever they fray. So as you can see, mostly it's all put together. Gives you, I'll show you how to do the rest in a second. To get started, we're going to put the stabilizer and this on. So first we're going to go around the bow. We're going to make sure the insides are facing in. And you'll notice there's a little hole right here that you'll put the stabilizer in. You just simply turn it, it'll go in. On this part, you feed it through. The next piece we're going to add on is the quiver. So on the back side of the bow, okay, you will not see the Serene Life logo on this side. You're going to place this in. And then take one of the bolts that does not come with the ring, you'll see it. Pull it in, flip it over, and get this in finger tight. Now take the other one, another one of your bolts, and do it to the bottom. I want to make sure that they line up. Again, finger. Okay. Now as a quick test to make sure that they're lined up right, I'm going to take one of the arrows, put it into the hole, and make sure it goes in. Make sure when you're putting the arrows in, you don't go into there's two holes. There's one at the top and there's one, it looks like at the bottom. This one's not really a hole to put your arrows in. It's only the top 4 slots. Now, with that arrow in, go back to this side, I'll take my Allen wrench and I'll tighten it up. Now you don't want to damage anything, so don't try to like really wrench it in there. Just get it nice and tight. If your fingers can't push it, then you stop. Now we're going to put the sight on it. Make sure again you're on the back side of the bow, which does not have the String Life logo. You're going to be on the back side of this, so the sight part is going to be facing down. And you're going to make sure this is on the outside. You don't want it on the inside towards the arrows, okay? Now, you'll see two holes here. You're just going to line them up. I prefer doing slot A over B, so it's a little bit shorter range, but it's more accurate. But you can always adjust based on your own personal needs. Again, just get these in. And just take your Allen wrench and tighten them up. Once more, I'm going to say it, don't overly tighten them. You can damage the bolt or strip it even. So just get it tight enough to where your fingers can't tighten it anymore. Don't try to muscle it on. The package comes with a little LED sight for illuminating your sight. It's just a simple just twist, turn it on, twist, turn it off. It goes right over here on your sight. You just screw it in. As you can see, it lights up the sight to make it easier to see. And just turn to get it off. Okay. And to finish, we're just going to put the 4 arrows in to the quiver. Just remember, you're not putting the arrows down into the second hole. It's only going to the first hole. Okay, as you can see, they're all perfectly straight. Sits nice and snug all in this area, and it's easy to take them out and to put them back in. Now, right here on the bow, and also on the other end, this is how you adjust how much pounds the draw is, which will affect how hard it is to pull it and how powerful the shot is. To affect the length, you take these out and then you adjust. There's a chart that tells you what each one measures out to. So to figure out the draw length that you need, you measure from your 2 fingertips with your arms straight out, like you're making a T with your body, and then you divide that number by 2.5, and that'll give you an estimate of what your draw length needs to be. Then you go to the manual, and it gives you a chart that tells you what number to adjust these to go to your draw length. Okay, when nocking the arrow, make sure that the one odd color is at the top. You take this and you put it right into your little D-loop. For any further instructions, please refer to the user manual.
The GenX Bow comes with the standard GenX cam, which allows the archer to increase your weight to 40 pounds. It's going to increase your arrow velocity, and 40 pounds draw weight is legal for bow hunting in all states. The GenX Bow is available as a standalone bow only or accessorized with all the components. The GenX kit includes a whisker biscuit style rest, a 3-pin sight, and a detachable quiver that comes with 4 arrows. All you need to add is the nock point, and you're ready to start shooting.